Good afternoon, YouTube. We're here on a nice, brisk Minnesotan day. Just wanted to bring you guys a quick video I've been meaning to do for quite a while, but in reality, it's a good thing I've waited. I've lived with it. I told you guys about a console upgrade coming shortly after my mirrors, and that it did. I got it installed, and I was able to use it on my entire trip out to Michigan and back from Michigan, and I've just been living with it ever since. So, and as well as the mirrors, which we'll go over our Boost Auto part purchases. So, this is the Boost Auto Parts wireless charger. That means I can set a phone on there. And it should... Okay, I don't know what's going on. There we go. It will charge your phone. And you can see the little blue light came on saying that it's charging. Now, it works, and it fast charges. It's not a slow charger. It's a fast wireless charger for your vehicle that is custom fit for this console. You can get this, I believe, for the 0306 and newer trucks. Possibly the older ones as well, if yours has this cutout. It's possible, I'm not sure. So it's like, I guess to start this review, it is like every other wireless charger out there that you will get. It is finicky. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work good, because, I mean, it charges fast. I'm being honest about that. I mean, I could, start the truck up, let it warm up, head out to town, come back home, leave the house at like 50% and get back home about 85%. And that's probably in a 15 to 30 minute span on this wireless charger. So that's not bad at all. We're probably approaching that 15 to 20 minute mark, I would say, not 30. In a relatively short amount of time, you get 30-40% charged on your battery, which is pretty doggone good. Now, the one problem I am having, this is Dad's phone, is Note 8. It doesn't take very much, and you get out of the realm of what this thing can charge. Because underneath this pad, which is just a rubber pad, I wish I could get it up a whole lot easier, but there is just a single coil under here. Literally, they gave you this cutout of where to put your phone, and that is a pretty doggone good representation for something as wide as the Note 8. It fits in there really well, but there is just a single coil that runs from probably, you can feel it a little bit, I think it's about there maybe, there to something like that. Basically from there to there. So it's just a thin strip, probably about an inch wide, maybe an inch and a quarter. So you just put your phone on there. My Note 9 does not give me this much hassle with getting it positioned to just get it to start charging. But anyway, so my problem comes in while you're driving down the road, driving a truck with stiff suspension. You hit a big bump, the phone kind of shifts a little bit, one way or the other. As soon as you start moving outside that realm of where it's supposed to be, and you're not paying attention because you're driving the truck, there it goes. It stops charging. So, and the blue light should start flashing or something along them lines saying, hey, I'm not charging, there's a misplacement issue. And so you look down, your phone's not charging. Like, for frick's sakes, you fix it, and you think it's fine. It starts charging. You're like, okay, good. You keep driving down the road, bump, 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 hit the brakes really hard for traffic, whatever, the further up it goes, all of a sudden, oh, it's not charging again. You're paying attention to traffic, you're not driving, or you're not paying attention to this, you're driving, and all of a sudden, it'll do that. It'll connect, then it'll lose the connection. Connect, lose the connection, connect, lose the connection, and you're fighting the whole time to keep it charging, to keep it in that right spot. And I have a tendency now to not set stuff in here, and I love setting stuff up in here, because obviously it's handy dandy. I'm just going to set my sunglasses there, whatever. I don't like setting stuff there, especially like credit cards or something, because there's electricity there. I don't want my credit cards near that. So this is just my phone holder now, which is fine. I tried to charge my wireless Samsung watch. Is it the Gear S3. Anyway, I tried to charge that on here. That will not charge on here for some reason. I moved it all around on my way back from Michigan, and my watch was dead. I was just trying to charge it on here without having to plug it in. For some reason, it wouldn't charge. Okay, whatever. So the whole drive out to Michigan, I didn't have a problem keeping it in one spot and charging. It was pretty much fully charged the entire time I was driving. It was always charging when it wasn't fully charged. And it was because this was my GPS. So I'm driving. It's fairly smooth freeways. It's always charging. The whole drive back, though, I was constantly adjusting this thing. I'm trying to keep it charging. The whole trip way back from Michigan, I could not keep it wireless charging. So it's like any standard fast wireless charger. It is finicky in its position. It has to be placed just right. And I guess in my idea for an improvement would we have like just a wall, just a thin, 1/4-inch wall or so, just stick up, just to kind of hold the phone in a generic spot. And I understand there's millions of different sized phones, but where they got this cutout, I think that'd be a relatively good idea to just kind of make a wall around, just so the phone kind of, stays in that general area, so you're not hunting around while you're driving trying to, figure out where's the best spot. Other than that, the price point is the only other factor that will make you kind of go, ugh. It's awesome. When I first saw this, and there were no real reviews or videos, I should say, that it gave you a representation of what you're gonna get when you get it. Now, this is a pretty damn cool setup. You stand out from the crowd. At this point, you're like, why do I even need a new truck? I got wireless charging, baby, and I got the Boost Auto Part mirrors, which are brand spanking new trucks have. Why do I need a brand new truck? I got everything a new truck's got, heated seats, whatever. So, and it's a cool feature to brag about. Trying to brag about it to my electronically minded brother, because all he does is work on computers every day. We were riding in here, and I'm like, dude, I got this wireless charger. It's freaking sweet, whatever. Plop my phone on there, starts charging. We pull out onto the main stretch of road in Michigan, and my phone shifted a little bit, and it quit charging, and you can hear it because it goes boop, boop, boop every time it starts charging. You can hear that, and he looks down every time. He's just like, your thing's having problems. I'm like, yeah, it's one of them wireless charger little finicky details, but it does charge when you can keep it there. But it's inconvenient, So it's kind of like how the new trucks, the wireless charging spot is literally just kind of like a slot you stick your phone in. Like I was saying, like that little wall that this thing should have to hold the phone in place. That's kind of what the new trucks have. But it still is pretty freaking cool just to have something custom fit in your truck. This is about $140 for this wireless charging setup, and it is plug and play, assuming you have a rear outlet on the back, which is what they want you to tie into. Now, you can tie into the front one as well, because there's more than enough cable, I believe, to do that. But they said to tie into the rear cigarette lighter. And so it is plug and play. It just taps into that rear cigarette lighter plug, and then it has a separate plug to plug back into the cigarette lighter, so you retain that outlet. So plug and play, it's $140. It's your average fast wireless charger. It's finicky. It works though. It's just sometimes it gets really frustrating when you're driving on bumpy roads. Like Michigan is just full of potholes. There's nothing. The roads are not even considered roads as they are off-road. And super bumpy, so your phone's going to be all over the place. You're going to be lucky to get that thing to charge. Now, the phone I have on that I'm recording with, I have a Simply Carbon Fiber phone case, which, if you're not familiar, they're paper thin. They're really, really, really thin. And I went from a case like this to it's kind of bulky, but it's not too bulky. It's nice. It's got rubber around the edges. You know your phone's going to be protected, which is nice. But With the Simply Carbon Fiber, I figured having a paper-thin case should improve my wireless charging abilities when it's being a little finicky with a thicker case. It's still not. It still struggles as much as with the thicker case. So, but my thicker case was starting to break down already, so I figured I need to switch anyway. So I figured I'd give this a try, and would I buy it again? I don't know. That's a tough call. It's very cool if they can update it to keep it in the charging zone so you're not constantly trying to adjust it while driving. Then yeah, I'd probably buy it again. For $120, I would say, $140. And I get it, it's probably brand new, a brand new design, so it's probably going to go down in price by the time you guys decide you want one, and if they've come out with any updates or anything. Also, nice thing to note, the packaging on this, before you open it up, there's a sticker that says cannot return as soon as you open the plastic. So if you have buyer's remorse and you open the package, you're stuck with it. Unless that's not honestly what they mean and you can return it. I don't know, but I'm assuming the sticker's on there for a reason. So just remember, you spend $140, you're not happy with it, no return. Or something like that. So, just a fun little side note. But otherwise, you can see it's charging, and, a bump on the road, a decent bump on the road, hitting the brakes, discharge, and, I don't know, is it flashing? Yeah, it's flashing. You can see it's flashing. Wireless charging. See, it'll just sit there and bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. It's like, oh my gosh, charge. $140, I'm okay with it. Just cruising around town, hitting the brakes, obviously. Gotta readjust it. Right there. So that's from Boost Auto Parts. I half and half recommend it. It really depends on what your driving is, where you're located. If you're driving down dirt, washboard roads, and Michigan pothole-filled roads, and obviously I probably don't recommend it for the price point. But for St. Cloud, fairly smooth driving, it's not bad. It's not. So it's all about what you want to spend. And for me, having cool gadgets is sometimes worth the price. So now we're going to move on to the mirrors. I don't know if you can see the spotting. Oh, I really don't like doing that. So I'm wiping away the salt. And you can see what the salt has been doing to the mirror covers. They have that corrosion type nastiness. Now, I know how to get rid of this, but for someone that doesn't, you just get some Neverdull. It's in a silver can at Walmart. It's literally wool. It's got a special oil that you just wipe it on there, and obviously you wipe the oil off once you're done, but that'll minimize that, cruddy looking spottiness. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not so thrilled. These are less than, 4 months old. We're in our salt period, obviously, here in Minnesota, and the whole mirrors are spotted up. On the chrome, at least. The chrome, sorry. I suppose I should be a little more clear on that, but just on the chrome, they're spotted, unfortunately. So, this camera function is really struggling, but other than that, I have not had one issue. The heated mirror works. The turn signal parking light function works. The backup light / dome light works. Turn signal on the mirror works. Everything about this works. And I absolutely love having a fully function mirror. It definitely brings the look of the truck way up from your standard bland ass tow mirrors. So here we are. I think it really enhances the look of the truck. So I'm trying to stand on a hill of ice here, but yeah. So I think they look fairly decent. Actually, I really like the look of them on this truck. I'm really happy with them. For the price point, for being totally 100% honest here, for the price point, I was expecting like a OEM mirror with these added functions. And what I've noticed, well, the mirrors already have a little bit of shake to them driving down the road. I don't know if that's just the whole mirror moving, I can get my hand in the shot. Like the whole mirror moving from the wind, vibration, or whatever. But the glass already has a bit of a shake. And you'll notice on the passenger mirror while you're driving that it kind of has a wavy effect in the mirror, which kind of says that these mirror glass pieces are not of top quality. Other than that, and the chrome showing some cheapness, some pores in the chrome that obviously some salt gets in and just is going to explode. Probably within a year, this will probably start bubbling and peeling off. But other than that, the body of them is still strong, and the functionality is there. It really is. I really do love having these mirrors on the truck because, like I was mentioning in my previous videos, those style mirrors that were on here belonged on that truck. 99 to 02, they did not belong on an 06 truck. The connector is not the same, so I didn't have any power mirrors. So when I'm towing and I'm like, all right, I want to adjust the tow mirror, I gotta pull over, I gotta push on the glass. It's just junk. So I'm glad to have power heated mirrors with the full function of a brand new truck, and better because I got these high power. So and you're already a step above some of the other guys who didn't want to spend the extra $30 on the dual function. So they've either got it set up as a turn signal or a parking light. I've got both, and I really like that. It really stands out and makes the truck look a whole lot more high-end, let's say. Especially now we got our Denali wheels. So, not putting other people to shame. I understand there's a budget. Everybody has their own budget. But, you know, you're just that tier up in having dual function, and they can do the same thing as well. They can buy the add-on kit and make that a dual function, so that's pretty cool. If you've already spent money on a set of mirrors and you don't have that function, go to Boost Auto Parts. You can get that function, as well as the dome light function for this with the backup light. So that is handy dandy. You can get all your accessories at Boost Auto Parts. I do recommend the mirrors. I do wish the price point was just a bit better. I did get a sale on these because I ordered them around Christmas or Black Friday or something around there. So I got a pretty dang good deal on them, I guess. I think it was 5 or 10% off. So I'm happy I didn't pay full price for fully loaded mirrors, but I did order because I think it was Black Friday. Yeah, it was Black Friday. I ordered them, and you know, they were just cram packed with orders for Christmas and themselves, or people buying stuff for themselves or whatever. So $140 for that hurt. In the build quality is there. It's not cheap. It's nice rubber. It's semi-sticky, kind of. It'll kind of hold your phone there, but it is finicky. So just keep that in mind. But, you know, it's all on your preference. If you're a city slicker just driving around town, whatever, yeah, it's going to do your job just nicely. If you need something to get from work to home, home to work, you're stuck on the freeway, you know, in traffic, you just want your phone to charge, and there you go. So that'll do just nicely. So it's better than fighting with cords. That's my biggest thing. I've already got stuff plugged into my cigarette lighters to the 10th degree. That's for my dash cam, like the red one. So I've already got stuff plugged into the 10th degree, and I didn't want another cable to be fighting with because it was an 8-foot cable for my phone I was dealing with. So I mean, there's so much cable bunched up, looks like garbage, kind of like my scanner. My scanner cord, it's all bunched up. I got the long one to run it and hide it, but I haven't yet. It's freaking cold. But anyway, guys, I just figured I've been talking about doing an upgrade like that, or a review on this for quite some time, and well, there's an update on that. I've lived with it for a while, so this is my real world review, as well as owning these for a few months. You guys get to see what's actually going on with that. They still function absolutely perfectly. I have no complaints in their functionality, but for the price point, I am not terribly happy with the corrosion look going on. Even though I have a detailer, I know how to fix that, how to make it look pretty, all that good stuff. Obviously, it's winter and it ain't worth it at the moment, but I did not know that this was going to do this. So just a little heads up, and I hope you guys appreciate having a good review, a fairly decent review, I hope, on what's actually going on with my Boost Auto part purchases. I do recommend them. It's just things to keep in mind. So anyway, I hope this answers some questions. I hope helps give you guys some insight before buying. Doing your research and spending the time before you spend the money. So I just appreciate you guys watching, and I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. God bless.